Now, elsewhere, in a few hours' time, voters in the county of Elgeyo Marakwet will be going to the ballot to elect their next senator in a by-election occasioned by the appointment of Kipchumba Murkomen to the cabinet. NTV senior reporter Duncan Hemba is in Elgeyo Marakwet to cover that for us. Duncan, is it all systems go for the mini poll over there?
Smriti, good evening. It's chilling. It's the senator for this particular county. We are talking about 6 candidates that will be seeking to get a nod from the 213,000 registered voters that are expected to troop to the 554 polling stations. Of course, not all of them expected. This is a by-election, and ordinarily the numbers are expected to be a bit low, and then the number of polling stations have come one down from 555 to 554 for the simple reason that in this particular exercise the prison will not count as a polling station because those in prison only participate in presidential election, and therefore the 6 candidates, 4 of them are party sponsored, 2 of them are independent. So far, what we have been able to gather on the ground is that it is by and large shaping up to be a 2-horse race between the ruling party UDA's William Kipsang, who was the former member for Marakwet West. Then he will be battling it out with the team Kipchumba of the PPD party, that is the Party for Peace and Development, together with the Jerotich Sei of Safina Party. Why the 3? All of them were part of the 21 aspirants who are seeking UDA ticket in the nominations. Then there was a fallout that occasioned Team Kipchumba and Jerotich Sei to decamp from UDA and hop on to other parties to still have a second chance with William Kipsang of UDA. But by all standards, this could as well further narrow down to 2-horse race. In what some are saying that this is a rematch between William Kipsang of UDA and Team Kipchumba. Remember that in the nomination, Kipsang garnered 28,000 against Team Kipchumba's 26,766. Now, only 1,370 votes separated the two. The contest was disputed. That necessitated Team Kipchumba to cross over. But we also have Timothy Tanui on New Democrats Party, of course, now making it 4. And then we have 2 independents, one Mengich and another one Kemboi, who are still on the ballot. And therefore, tomorrow, that is what will be expected in the 554 polling station. This particular contest is a major test for the UDA party for the simple reason. In Bungoma, in as much as it was a friendly fire against Ford Kenya and Azimio, but largely with Ford Kenya, UDA party lost to David Wakoli of Ford Kenya in Bungoma. Now, this is the home ground, largely seen as the stronghold for President William Ruto, and therefore they will be going all out for 2 simple reasons. One, it is the president's bedrock, and at the same time, Kipchumba Murkomen has been appointed into cabinet, as well as the PS for Treasury, Chris Kipto. And therefore, that informs why they've been heavy on the ground to rally support for their candidate, who is facing off a very stiff competition from Team Kipchumba. Now, coincidentally, William Kipsang lost to an independent candidate in the August general election, the parliamentary seat for Marakwet West. That is an independent, Timothy Toroitich. Now he floored UDA's William Kipsang in Marakwet West. This time round, again, Kipsang has clinched the UDA ticket, but again is facing another stiff challenge from Team Kipchumba. The narrative on the ground is that it is time for the youth. Looking at the other youthful leaders in this particular county, of course, the governor, Wesley Rotich. Now that one, we have Timothy Toroitich, Marakwet West. The women rep also won on an independent ticket against the UDA candidate. Therefore, there seem to be some sort of rebellion. That informs why the UDA party has deployed heavy artillery. Its heavy political guns are on the ground, led by the CS Kipchumba Murkomen, talk of the governor Wesley Rotich, talk of majority leader in the Senate Aaron Cheriot, Senators Jackson Mandag of Uasin Gishu, Samson Cherargei Nandi, a host of them. They've camped here from the weekend just to ensure that they do the final push, because it is reported that many have been actually trying to challenge. But we spoke to the county returning officer, Charles Mutai, who told us that two major challenges stand out tomorrow. One, the weather, and the insecurity. Remember that of the four constituencies, Marakwet East was the one that was affected by the Monday's bandit attack. Let us take a look at what he said.
All right, apologies for that. But that was NTV's Duncan Hayamba coming to us live from Iten in the county of Elgeyo Marakwet, bringing us up to speed on what to expect tomorrow as that by-election kicks off. And it will be interesting to see what the voter turnout is like. As Duncan mentioned, the concerns are the weather and also insecurity issues. But we'll be following that for you closely.